Jude Pettitt has extensive experience in human resources within Australia, and I thought it might be helpful for you to hear from her about making an impression within the first few seconds. We have a number of graduates coming to the First Few Seconds website. Do you ask candidates about teamwork, and if so, how should they respond?
Yeah. Look, one of the things I love exploring with graduates is how they've actually gone in group work. And I don't think that there's anyone with a degree from a course presenting to us in the last few years who hasn't had to actually present a group project, develop a group presentation, something around that. And it's really interesting because, of course, we interview a lot of engineers who can tend to find group work quite challenging, at least initially. And of course, engineering is about how you work with other people on site, in designing a particular bridge or whatever. So I always find that tell us a bit about your group work experience. And the answers I've loved have tended to be, when I started, it was so frustrating. There were people who didn't come to meetings. There were people that I think we carried, through the whole project, and they still got the same mark that we got. But in the end, I actually pulled people together and I talked about, why this was frustrating some of us and what the issues were. And you're thinking, fantastic. The person has actually realised there's a problem, realised that they're not naturally, into group work themselves anyway, but they've actually taken action. They've been honest with the people. They've turned it around and they've said in the end, and you know what? It was such a better project because of what everyone contributed. I could never have done that by myself, and I learnt so much. I think I learned a lot about myself in the process. And you just think, this has really worked for that graduate. They're going to actually understand how you work in teams in the workplace. They're going to want to be honest and reasonable about it because they've had that experience. Whereas if you get someone who actually says, we did a bit of group work and it was okay, I did my bit. You're sort of thinking, no, they've missed the point. They've missed all of that connection, working with people and the challenges in that. So I think that's a really good way to explore some of those values and personal approaches with graduates.